Yes, man. Crampon paralyzed weak heart conception. Open the border, open the border, open the border, a Jaja rule on ya. Open the border, open the border, open the border, a Jaja rule on ya. Stop the slavery a go on in a Libya. Just because man walk cross the border, you want lock up with brother and sister and sell them to the Arab slave master. Train them up and lock them up and rape off with daughter. This is abomination in the eyes of your Allah.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Open Borders. My name is Luke Mixavalis. I'm appearing from Athens, Greece. And I've also got Jackson from Australia joining me.
How we going?
All right, how we going once again? So we're going to start with sports today. First of all, we've got a big test cricket match going on. It's Bangladesh versus Sri Lanka.
Yes, of course. I know you've been watching.
I have a couple questions actually for you on that one, Jackson. What the fuck is a test cricket?
Well, it's a test of your nerves. It's a sports game that goes for 5 days. Can you believe it? Like, imagine baseball, but for 5 straight days, and for like 8 hours a day. And you take a lunch break, and you get a tea break, and you get to eat your oranges to get your energy back.
Do they like stand on the field with tea?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly. You got cookies in your pockets and stuff like that to keep you going. No.
But it's only countries too, right?
Correct. Yes, correct. So we have like our own domestic league, as does every country, and we find our best players there, and then we put them into the national team. And the national team is the only thing that anyone gives a shit about. But I noticed that the match that you've picked, that you've obviously been watching, nobody gives a shit about. Sri Lanka sucks. Bangladesh is even worse. So what's your thoughts on the game? Like I said, you've been watching, so...
it seems like a complete and total waste of time, honestly. I don't really get it. It might be one of the worst sports I've ever seen.
There was a period of time where cricket was popular in the States, though. I mean, it was like 300 years ago. But
I wouldn't know about that. I'm from Greece. But in Greece, we just play baseball.
What's your how good's your Greek accent?
I mean, I don't think I have an accent.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought I could hear a little twang. I wasn't sure. So
nah. So, all right. Well, to be honest with you, I regret asking about cricket. I couldn't give a fuck.
Apparently, George Washington, played in a game once or twice with some of the troops.
I mean, he was English. He wasn't American, so that makes sense to me.
Yeah. And did you know? I actually knew this a while ago, but I forgot until I read about it again. That the first international cricket match was played by the United States.
That actually doesn't surprise me at all. Who'd we play? Canada?
Yeah, 1844, which is not that long
ago. And then we
both
moved on, and we're like, yeah, we're just gonna play baseball instead.
Yeah, fuck this shit. Yeah.
Well, a sport that I do actually enjoy and I'm very excited about picks up with round 7, the Netball Super League in the United Kingdom. I don't know if you've been following, but I have.
We're talking British netball, are we?
Yeah. My favorite player is Mary Chalcock. I didn't write down who she plays for, but she's leading the league right now with 285 goals.
Is this like based on skill or looks?
It's based on she's the number one in goals. If it were based on looks, she would not be number one. There was a little picture next to her on the website when I looked. I wasn't a huge fan. Number 2, we've got Joyce Mavula, who has 221 goals. And then we've got...
What teams do these guys play for?
I didn't write that down. And then we've got Sigrid Berger for somebody for the Leeds Rhinos. And she has 215 goals. So this week we've got 4 matches. It looks like we have the Saracens Mavericks taking on the Severin Stars. Sounds interesting.
I'm planning on watching that game.
I will be as well. It's on ESPN Plus. Leeds Rhinos will be taking on the Surrey Storm. We've got the Strathclyde Sirens versus the Loughborough Lightning. And we've got the Manchester Thunder taking on Team Bath Netball. I think we're going to work on that name. That's a terrible name. And then we've got finally we have the Cardiff Dragons and the London Pulse. It's like women's basketball, but actually more exciting. So I'm really looking forward to that. And on that topic also as well, Marshall University was defeated by Virginia Tech 49-92 in the first round of the NCAA basketball tournament.
Until you told me about that, I didn't even know they had a tournament.
You didn't think they had a women's tournament?
Is that dumb of me? I've been following the men's, but you mentioned this, and I was like, wait, they have their own tournament as well?
Yeah. It's the exact.
And it's really exciting.
Structure, but I was surprised. I didn't realize they use quarters in women's basketball in college. I swear the men play halves, 2 20-minute halves, but the women play like 4 10-minute quarters. It was like watching paint dry. A lot of missed jumper, defensive rebound, missed jumper, defensive rebound, missed 3, defensive rebound, missed jumper, offensive rebound, layup. It was just, and I think the final score at the first quarter was like 8-14, something like that. It was just, it was absolutely fantastic. But
why do you think they need the extra breaks?
God, I have no idea, to be honest with you.
They gotta do the dishes or something. Make some sandwiches.
Yeah. Anyway, to wrap things up with sports. We've got Shohei Ohtani has been gambling. Have you been following this one at all?
Yeah, and he's definitely guilty. I love controversy, so I really hope something comes of this. I don't want this. I was just gonna say, he's the best player, so I don't want him to be banned, but I want the whole thing to be botched. And based on the commissioner and his history, it probably will be. But I want it to be a real obvious cover up.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want everybody to know that he did it. It's like an OJ thing, you know? I want everybody to know that he's guilty, but he actually doesn't get found guilty. So that's the outcome I'm rooting for. But he definitely did it. I mean, I
just want to go on record saying I don't believe that OJ did it. So what we're looking for basically is Michael Jordan going to play baseball for a year. We want Ohtani to go play cricket for a year, essentially, and play for the United States national team, maybe.
Bring them back. It's been a couple hundred years.
The other thing that's just kind of weird about that whole story is they changed it with his at first his interpreter comes out and says, "Hey, Shohei helped me out." And then they kind of made it sound like no, Shohei didn't help him out with his gambling debts. He stole that money. But then that didn't make a whole lot of sense because he's the interpreter, not the accountant. Why would he have access to that? So I really do think, though, baseball's a dying sport, unfortunately. They keep changing the rules and make it die even more. And I think they're just going to have to let Shohei walk on this one. But in my honest opinion,
last year was sick.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's Japanese Babe Ruth. But in my opinion, he's probably should be getting the Pete Rose treatment right now. Even if he didn't gamble on baseball, it's just I'm not a huge fan of how they've brought the gambling into to sports anymore. That's really all it is anymore, which – I
do love the idea that Shohei's betting the spread on Jets Patriots. To me, that's
I don't get it. What's the thrill when you have I think he deferred 680 or out of $700 million of his contract or something like that.
Yeah, but doesn't that make perfect sense?
No. I understand why he did that, so they could load up and get even more players. But what's the point of gambling when you have that?
No. I'm saying from his perspective, don't you think the deferment makes perfect sense that he doesn't want to blow all his money immediately if he's a problem gambler?
Well, I guess that's a different perspective we haven't considered on that one. I was just thinking he deferred it so the Dodgers could grab another $400 million in payroll to go around him.
It's a nice story. My other takeaway as well is he's obviously prepped to come to America for however many years before he did. And then he's lived there for 7-8 years now. And he can't speak any English. That's my takeaway. What's the...
So he does speak English, but his interpreter is there almost to be like a filter. And he's afraid he'll say something that he unintentionally, like Ichiro talking about 2 rats fucking in a sock in Mississippi or whatever the quote was. He's afraid he needs his interpreter to kind of be the liaison between him and everyone else. It's usually just actually never mind. I was gonna absolutely never mind.
Yeah, right.
You got anything else for sports? That's all I have written down for sports.
Well, I don't know if you watched the New Mexico game. It was fun to kind of follow that for KMS purposes, but that immediately shit the bed. So
no, I didn't watch it.
Right. No, I think we're pretty good. I mean, I'm trying to get you into the AFL because if you actually gave it a crack, you would love it. Yeah, like there's a few Minute fans that are into the AFL.
I used to see it like on Fox Sports Net at like 4:00 in the morning. That kind of it. I think that would be like
used to do. I just want to fucking do a watch along. Like I want to hate against whatever team you pick.
The problem is too is I don't even have an NFL team. How am I going to pick? I'll just like which AFL team has the most Marshall players?
Yeah, the Sydney Swans.
All right, the Sydney Swans. Well, that's I don't know. I don't know about you, but everybody I know that's from Sydney is a complete and total fucking cunt.
Not disagreeing. We definitely down in Melbourne here. We hate those guys. So
yeah,
it makes total sense. Snobby assholes. So.
You want to do some network talk? KMS, you unnamed?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. First of all, network is on fire. I got to quit rocking back and forth here. Yeah, the network is absolutely on fire. It's never been better. Picked up some new shows this week. Drips.
You mean the KMS channel?
Yeah. The Kirk Minahan Show Network.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
not the. Yeah, absolutely. I just thought Drips in the Office was fantastic. Robbie V is possibly coming aboard. I'm thrilled about that.
I guess I would like to say about that is Robbie V might be potentially my favorite third chair. I mean, it's definitely pending a second show, but god damn, that man was funny. I mean, it's like there was like a quiet confidence. You know, he didn't have to say much, but whatever he said, he's just, I don't know.
He's definitely got big dick energy. You can tell that guy's got just a fucking hog.
So, I don't know. Wonk of the week. I don't know. I'd like to hear them all. But the funny thing is I tried to listen to his show a few times and did nothing. Yeah. It did nothing for me. I mean, I'm not a big gambler, but
I'm not either.
Maybe with like 2 or 3 people it would have been great, but I can't really. I'm not a big. Is that you got sirens going on in the background? What the hell is that?
Yeah,
I forget you live in West Virginia, so that makes a lot of sense.
I don't. But anyway.
Sorry, yeah, that's right. Athens. There's a lot of crime in Athens as well.
Yeah, Athens, Greece, tons of crime. Not Athens, Ohio, though. I should have actually probably turned the light on because I can't see my notes, to be honest with you.
Okay.
How do you feel about Chris Castellani coming to the network potentially?
I think the funniest thing, I mean, I know Kirk hated it, but I think the funniest thing Castellani did was that bonus salad thing where he came on the team. So
I actually didn't like that.
I mean, he's a fucking idiot. He sucks. Did you ever watch any of those live streams he did where he would just answer questions and the whole time
so uncomfortable,
about how depressed he is now he has no friends?
What I'm starting to think he wasn't like a full-time employee there at all. Like I think he was like getting like Ohio Tape money where it was like, $1,000 a month or something. Like I think we're talking about a $12,000 a year job here.
I don't know. I think he just got banished.
Detroit
or whatever.
I don't know if you saw the Reddit post. I think you were the one that sent it to me with the lingerie that he was sending to Megan making money.
Hey, these are rumors.
Allegations. These are allegations.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows?
Allegedly. I probably wouldn't have. I would love to have the confidence to do that. I don't even think he must be. Is he drinking again?
That's what I was gonna say. That's called fucking 12 beers. So.
I don't even know if I'm that confident with all those beers in me, though. To be honest with you, that's just.
Yeah. What kind of show? What kind of show is he bringing to the channel, though? Huh? Is he joining like a Mike and the Minifans? Is he just joining you as a 6th chair? Get him on the rundown every once in a while.
He should probably do a first episode where he pitches what the show is going to be.
Right.
And then we can kind of go from there. But I could also see him just being a rotating guest.
We could get him on as a guest. What do you reckon? He'd contribute. He knows netball talk. I think I can get him into an AFL team.
To be honest with you, I'm afraid I'd catch whatever skin thing he has. I don't want to get that close to him.
Yeah.
It's just what a prick thing to say. That wasn't even funny. We did lose Brother Al, though.
Is that a loss, is it?
Yeah, to be honest with you, no. I
think I've come around on Cousin Christian because like one thing I liked about Beyond Average is Mick on his own is just fires away. Mick is great on his own. Then whenever he has someone on his side, he sort of tones it down a little bit. But I think Christian's becoming more comfortable, and I think that shows. I think the 2 a week is really good as well. I don't know how much on average you get into, but
I think you should consider doing a daily show. Maybe like 45 minutes every day, 7 days a week.
I don't know about that. Maybe.
I think he's got the chops for it. He's got.
You think so?
Oh,
maybe even just give it a crack.
Some people are just born broadcasters, and Mick is one of those people. I'm not. Yeah. I'm sitting here in the dark clicking my fucking pen, which I've been trying not to do. The Unnamed show was great this week. I've kind of enjoyed the entire saga with Kevin Connolly. Did you ever watch Entourage?
No.
You ever seen it?
I never heard of this guy before.
You're not missing. Yeah, he's not really. I was laughing when who was it? It said he was. It was Ridgeld said he was. He was.
Oh yeah.
Sean Astin. He was in the Goonies.
Isn't Entourage just like the boys from work getting together and getting on the piss?
One of them's a movie star, and then it's like his posse of guys, and it's just like 30 minutes of I don't know. It's all right. There's some
just sounds a bit gay.
Some decent broads.
Okay.
The guy that plays Jeremy Piven's pretty funny on there, but it's not a great show. It was. I don't know why but anyway, Kevin Connolly seems like a real piece of shit. I think was my allegedly. He can sue me. I have nothing.
Allegedly, yeah.
He can sue the shit out of me. Well. I don't give a hell. But he actually owes me 46,000 euros.
Is that right?
Yes, I used to do a show on his network.
Right. Is that all the great content you used to do on his channel?
Yeah. We did a Netball Weekly show.
What was the show called?
It was called Netball Weekly.
Oh, yeah, right. And you gave away picks or?
No, we didn't do picks. It wasn't actually weekly.
Right.
No. You asked me a question last night that infuriated the hell out of me, and that was, have you ever had a kebab? And I was like, yeah, I've had a kebab, and I sent you a picture of a shish kebab, which is, meat on a stick with vegetables in between it, and you grill it. And then you sent me back a picture of a gyro.
Is that how you pronounce that?
So in West Virginia, they say gyro. I'm going to get me a gyro. I always say gyro.
It's a different thing. I mean, you are Greek. You must know that. That is what you're saying.
It's not a different fucking thing. It's the same thing. It's lamb chopped up and put in a goddamn pita.
No chopping. They use.
Or it's not chopped, but it's lamb and pita.
They use like a razor and they shave it off. It's shaved meat, and they shave it off the thing.
How does that matter? Like, how does that matter? It looks exactly the same as the lamb does in a gyro. And then you put like some feta cheese, some tomatoes.
No cheese. No, I mean we're talking about different feta cheese. It's Greek.
The cucumber sauce, tzatziki, that goes on there.
No, straight.
I'm telling you, dude. Whatever the fuck you're talking about that you're calling a kebab looks exactly like a gyro.
One of our great pieces of Australian cuisine. That's what it is. I'm telling you, we stole it off the Turks.
What are some other good pieces? What are some other Australian cuisines? Foster's, blooming onion.
Sure. Our food's just British food. I mean, speaking of like, Gus had his little party. That's for sure an Australian food. I mean, it's taken off the British as well, but shepherd's pie. That's my favorite food, by the way.
Never had it before.
That shepherd's pie that he made is got nothing to do with shepherd's pie. I don't know what the hell that was.
What was he doing? I couldn't imagine him making.
He put like peas and carrots and shit in there and celery and stuff. There's none of that. It's just saucy minced meat and buttery potatoes on top. That's it. Honestly, what my breakfast is on game day is like a little, a mini shepherd's pie and a double.
Like microwave?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like a little mini shepherd's pie. Like I go get a Marie Callender's chicken pot
from a cafe. From a cafe. It's all, come on now. So my double shot flat white and my shepherd's pie, and I'm like trying to drive and eat it, and it's like slopping out onto my hands. That's game day, baby. That's breakfast of champions.
All right,
whatever. Otherwise, we don't have a cuisine. Like we've stolen like Chinese foods and Turkish foods and Greek foods, and we haven't even really changed them. Like at least you guys like took the pizza and like made it American. We have no. Well, whatever. That's what you say.
It's not the same thing that they have in Italy. They have like bread with tomato on it. That's not.
And cheese.
And cheese. Yeah, that's not pizza though.
Doesn't that sound like pizza?
No, pizza has pizza crust.
Yeah, whatever, semantics. So
also big in Greece, we do hot dogs, but we put coleslaw on them. That's a big thing. The hot dog sauce. You get your hot dog. You put hot dog sauce, coleslaw, cheese, a little bit of mustard, onion. Big Greek food. We also do pepperoni rolls, which are fantastic.
Pepperoni rolls.
Well, you take Hormel pepperoni, like the kind that doesn't get refrigerated, and you put it into a croissant roll, basically. No, not really a croissant roll. That's actually a bad way to describe it. And then they make that, and it's a pepperoni roll. And the pepperoni kind of bleeds into the bread, like the spices and stuff. Not like a croissant at all. It's not flaky. It's more just like dough. But it's pretty good. The coal miners used to. There's a lot of Italians here in Greece, and when they worked in the coal mines, they invented pepperoni rolls.
Is any of this?
You want to ask me anymore? Huh?
Fucking no. It sounds like nonsense. What's I guess a show question I've got for you. I mean, it's already been said and done. And I know I was on the right side of history picking Coleman, but what's the weight loss challenge? Have you got any thoughts?
I think Justin was doing a bit with like I get what he's talking about. He has a metabolic rate, I think they call it, where he burns more calories than, like a physically healthy human being would, just because he's like, his heart's working hard to pump the blood, because he's a fat fuck.
Oh, his heart's working hard. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
So his
I don't think
oh yeah, I can just eat like all this food and I'm still going to lose weight because my metabolic rate is so high.
Yeah, it's just basic math to him,
Yeah, but it's not math. Like, it is. Losing weight is fucking math. Like, you literally, I eat this many calories a day. I burn this many calories a day. This is there's an equation to it. He's not. I think he's doing a bit. I know he's. I don't know. He can't be that stupid.
I think you're wrong on two parts there. I don't think I don't think it's a bit at all, and I think he is really stupid. So, I think he has. I think he's really basically Googled it. I mean, I'm not a nutrition guy. I don't know shit. But I think he's really basically Googled something and gone, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to do that. And then he, reads the numbers on, what's in fucking breadsticks. And he goes, that's not bad. And then he just eats shit and then doesn't exercise.
I was also surprised Coleman is as heavy as he is.
Well, I mean, I knew Justin was a big boy, by the way. I mean, what was Coleman, 260 or something? No.
Was it 250?
I don't think that's crazy, is it? He's a tall boy. Isn't he 6'2"? I mean, that's not
6'2".
nuts.
I mean, I'm a cunt hair under 6 foot and I weigh 210 and I'm a little chubby.
Right. Yeah, but it's not 360. That's tall of me. When I heard that, I was like, whoa.
He's pretty doughy, dude. He's got those C tits.
He must be intimidating.
Who, Coleman?
Is he 6? No, Justin.
Or Justin. Yeah. I thought Justin was taller than they said he was only 6'3". I thought he was taller than that.
I thought they said 6'4". Well, maybe.
I think he's closer to. He just he's like Shrek, dude. He's fucking enormous.
Right.
He's a huge human being. I bet when you in the hallways of the office there in Watertown, if Justin's coming one direction, you gotta get up against the wall and kind of let him go behind.
Imagine trying to get around him on the train or the bus or something. You'd fucking get squashed. Imagine a 5'2" girl.
And I imagine his family's all big too. Can you imagine how hard that toilet worked?
I bet it's the opposite. I bet his grandpa's rail thin. I bet he's. Fit. We're talking about his death. I bet you he's fit as shit.
His grandfather's 5'6", 112 pounds. Just a little tiny guy. Rides around on Justin's shoulders. That's stupid. I wonder if they're all gingers. That'd actually be interesting to know. I have red hair. None of my family does.
You'd root for him then. You're a big ginger guy.
Yeah. All right. You got any questions for me about America?
Well, we're jumping straight into that, are we?
I don't know. I'm running out of stuff here.
Well, I had a few things. I mean,
go ahead.
Well, what about Gus and his fake job?
I think it's absolutely hilarious. The funniest part is that he made John asked John to make him graphics for just I don't understand it. It's bizarre.
I said this last time, but it's crazy that Gus on the show, I fucking hated him, and now it's amazing. Like he's like my favorite character in the show now. Did you watch his lawnmower? Tell me you watched his Gaming with Gus. That was come on, man. You have to watch it. It's so funny.
I saw the clips where he's literally mowing the lawn. I can't. I just
that's the most fun live chat you'll be in.
I would rather watch. I got netball to watch and women's basketball. I'm not going to be watching that shit. I just can't do it.
I do want to see him try like actually interesting things though. Like he's talking about doing NASCAR or Formula One or something. I think him being like high as balls and trying to.
The NASCAR game is actually pretty fun. It's really addictive. Again, you just go around in a circle, but it's it's great.
No one's ever been able to explain that to me, by the way. Speaking of questions about America, fucking NASCAR, what the fuck's going on there? I don't understand it.
Do you want to know the history of NASCAR?
No, I know the history. Actually, that's one thing I do know. The bootleg.
Yeah, it all comes back. Yeah. Well, for the rest of the international audience, it all goes back to Prohibition, running from the cops when they were bootleggers, getting their cars all souped up. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not a huge NASCAR guy, but it's like a party. Like my buddies used to go, and they would camp in the infield. So
it's like a college football crowd kind of thing.
Yeah, and there's like 200,000 people there, and then they all cool. So I don't really get it. Like I'm not a huge fan, but I think it would be one of those things that I could do. Like I could go to one, but I don't understand people that sit there on a Sunday afternoon and watch 4 hours of it.
I mean, I'd give it a crack, but I've tried to actually just watch a race, and I don't understand because some Australians race in it. That's been a name. But
I actually think there was a Australian girl that races in it, isn't there? Kind of cute.
I'll believe it.
Probably making that up completely. There's this one blonde girl. Her name's Natalie Decker, I think. Pretty sure her cards used to sell for a little bit, and she races on a lower circuit, but she wrecks every race. It's fucking great. She can't complete a race, but she's really cute. So IndyCar I think is what I actually don't understand is what the difference is between IndyCar and Formula One. They look like the same thing to me. I guess the cars are different.
I don't think there is.
But they're not the same league.
Sure, but it's like the American League of Formula One.
Yeah, but then we have Formula One too.
Which is but that's like the big leagues.
Is that actually big there in Formula One?
Over here, it's massive. We got the race. The race is on today, right? I think.
Doesn't a Hamilton guy win every time?
No, he's sucked the last few years. That's Mercedes. They've been terrible, but he's moving.
All right, well then who wins all the time? Ferrari. Isn't there always like one guy that wins all the time?
Yeah, the Dutch, Max Verstappen. If anything, he's made the sport really boring because now it's a battle for second. This is intriguing.
Wasn't it like that before though with Hamilton? That's his name. What's his first name?
Lewis
Hamilton. He was when the Topps Chrome Formula One cards came out. They were doing this thing where they were pretending like they were hyping him up, and they were like, "Oh yeah, man, the sport's going to be enormous in America. It's going to be bigger than lacrosse. You got to go buy the cards." And Lewis Hamilton,
bigger than lacrosse. Wow, that's a high bar.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Lacrosse is another sport where they've been pretending like it's going to be huge in America. Soccer. I know soccer is what it is, but it's not really that big here. Like Montante watches it. He's about the only one I could think of.
I was watching.
A terrible take, by the way. Lots of people watch it, but MLS.
I was watching. Dude. Yeah, but I was watching when Leo Messi signed with Miami. I don't know if you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Marshall's.
That was crazy.
It's gotten completely dark around me now. That's awesome. Marshall's a huge soccer program. We've won a national championship in 2020. We got a couple guys playing in MLS now. It's just kind of, I don't know. I used to watch a lot of.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of English Premier League. I used to do that when I was in college. Get up early, drink beer, watch that before college football. Is that like? Do you guys do that too? Is that EPL kind of like your biggest league?
EPL. Is that what you said?
Yeah, is that like your biggest league?
100%. Yeah, we have a local league, but it fucking sucks. I wonder. Have a salary cap. No one can make it.
It's like MLS then, kind of.
Yeah, but there's serious investment in the MLS. Like they actually put money in it. You guys have like a million billionaires over there. Like they actually fund it.
It's like MLS.
It's constantly expanding.
What's the league called?
The A-League.
A-League.
So yeah, it's like teams are constantly going broke. They suck. the salary cap's really low. No one makes any money. Players come over here when they're like 39 because they want to retire in Australia. Because obviously, what a great country.
To be honest with you, man, the MLS up until like I remember in the mid 2000s being at a Columbus Crew game and like reading the guide. It was like, this guy works at Taco Bell in the off season. Like it got a big glow up in the late 2000s, I think. But there were still guys working part time playing pro soccer. Not really that long ago, 20 years ago.
I just remember I don't remember it because I wasn't watching, but the MLS in like the 90s had that like, do you know what the penalty shootout was?
Oh yeah. Don't they still do? They don't do that anymore.
You're talking about like the run up one, like ice hockey.
Yeah. I always think the 1999 World Cup with Mia Hamm and she pulls her shirt off in her sports bra. That was a penalty shootout.
What are you talking about?
1999 Women's World Cup. You've seen it before. It's famous. Mia Hamm makes the game-winning shot, and then she runs and like pulls her shirt off, and she's got her sports bra on. And you've seen it before.
No, I don't think I have. I don't follow women's sports as closely as you do. I'm a big fan. We have a women's AFL team if you want a women's AFL league if you want to follow that.
Is that full contact?
Full contact, yeah. They get.
It's not a different set of rules. So like in lacrosse, like women's lacrosse, there's no contact.
Oh Jesus, no, there's contact. I mean, those girls, they go nuts.
They
can't score. It's like watching basketball. Like they're not putting it in, but all they do is go run out there and tear their ACL.
Are any of them any good looking ones, or are they all like big girls?
What's that?
Any good looking ones? Are they all like pretty big? Like monsters.
There is some absolute smokes.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
What's more popular with women, rugby or AFL? Like if they're gonna play.
What's your question? You cut out again.
What's more popular with women in Australia? Are they more likely to play rugby or AFL or Aussie?
Well, we have like a line. So there's like, out of all our states, 2 of them play rugby and the rest play AFL. Like it's literally a straight line where like Sydney, like where Manners is from, that is rugby league.
Okay.
Queensland, Brisbane. Well, it depends actually in Queensland. Like Northern Queensland, they play a lot of AFL. And then in Brisbane, which I'm sure you know of, rugby.
Rugby.
So it's a really, but the AFL is a far superior sport.
And you said rugby league. So is
Rugby
anybody
league,
union?
whatever.
Anybody play union?
No, that's like dead in this country. That's like that's a Kiwi sport. That's for New Zealanders and South Africans, and the English, I think, still are good.
I think so.
The French play rugby union?
I think. I don't know if they do or not, but I know that Italy and France play rugby of some sort.
Italy?
Yeah, it's kind of. I thought that was kind of weird, but yeah, Italy's in like that league in Europe where they play international rugby. So
yeah, they do that while they're in the off season from making pepperoni rolls.
Have you ever seen classic football from Italy? It's the greatest thing ever. It's called like Classico Sportico or something, and it's in.
Oh, you're talking about that one where they like beat each other up?
Yeah, they're beating the shit out of each other, dude. They gotta get the ball.
Yeah.
Like the game is very simple. It's like we have a ball, you got to throw it in the net at the other end. But
is that how it works?
We're literally gonna have fist fights, and like guys just beat the shit out of each other, and then eventually towards the end, they're like laying on top of each other and being like, all right, we're not going to fight anymore, but if you get up, I'm going to beat the piss out of you. And then eventually they start scoring. But it's the most insane thing I've ever seen. I would play it.
They brought back like gladiator era kind of shit.
Yeah, it's like, I think that's actually what soccer originally kind of came from too. It was just like this super brutal sport where it'd be a village, against another village. And like everybody, there'd be 300 people on the field, which the field was just the land between our villages, and they would just kill each other. Like it would be like, we played football this weekend. Like 6 people died. It was good. We had a great game. Fuck Pembroke, something like that.
Your soccer history.
I guess I do. You want to do? You got any more questions for me? This is actually gone. We're starting to get our groove here.
We'll get there.
I was kind of pissy when we started the show because you're such a stupid piece of shit talking about gyros and kebabs, but I'm getting it now. I'm getting it.
Yeah, that was a riveting conversation, by the way. I guess I do have some questions because, like, we're sort of talking about off air. Is I have a weird sort of understanding of your history. Like I have a great understanding of like your geography, and like if you gave me like a blank map of the states, like with all the states there but no names, I reckon like pretty confidently I could get all of them.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah, I kind of.
Honestly, you could probably beat the average American at doing that.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
It's incredibly it's absolutely incredible how ignorant the average American is to like just stupid shit like where the states are. Like we should know all that, but we don't.
Yeah, we're not shocked. But
I couldn't. I don't know.
We have 8 states. Well, we have 6 actually.
I couldn't get them.
You could.
I know. I could get Western Australia. That's because that's like the biggest one. It's in Western Australia.
And it's in the West. Yeah, great.
Let me try to name them.
What's the island?
Oh, Tasmania.
Yeah, there we go.
Capital of Hobart.
The capital of Hobart.
Yep. Absolutely. Tasmania. We got Queensland. You said that one earlier.
I did.
I actually don't know what the name of this state is that Melbourne's in. I really don't. I'm trying to think of it. So yeah, I got 2.
Very British word. Very British name. If I give you the first letter, you'll get it.
Give me the first letter.
V.
Oh, Victoria.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Queen Victoria.
What's the capital of the country?
Of Australia?
Yep.
It's not Sydney. I want to say Sydney, but it's not. Is it Perth? No, it's Canberra.
Canberra.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Canberra.
It's Canberra. It's Canberra.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't find it. They had to find a resolution between Melbourne wanted to be the capital, Sydney wanted to be the capital. So they were like, "Fuck it, let's just create something in the middle."
You know,
that's that history.
Cops I live across the street from a fire station and an EMS.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. So it's all night long, and if it's not that, it's like the crazy people running down the street going, "Ah!" I live in the ghetto, dude. It's rough.
Yeah, it's redneck territory. I know.
Well, yeah, but I'm in the city in the redneck territory. So this is where all the drug addicts gather. Like we all come together in Huntington. In Athens, in Athens, and I didn't do that well in school, so I don't live in a nice area. I live in kind of a shitty area, and I don't have the wherewithal to be like a tradesman or anything. I can't carry 2x4s up to the 3rd floor. What was I going to say though? I was going to say I had a shot I was going to take at Ocella. Oh, Kirk has to spend a whole fucking day with Ocella, dude. Did you see that?
I thought you were just gonna say he's fat and gay.
I'm not saying that, but did you see that Kirk's
that's not my words. That didn't come from me.
Kirk is gonna have to spend an entire fucking day with him. Like he might the show might get canceled. I'm not even kidding.
Well,
I think
Kirk with his history of depression,
fucking angry. By the end of the day, I don't know if you saw, he was tormenting Montante, and Montante was just like, "Dude, you're the fucking worst."
Yeah, that was a hard sort of little thread to read. It's like a mosquito. You just like fuck off. You just want to squash that.
Shut up, dude. You want to do smoke shows of the week?
Who you got?
I'm going to write down a time first to make this easier for John, our network CEO. I got the ever beautiful Lucille Burge. I've been I don't do it every day, but I try to every day when she posts her videos. Won't talk about
Put your cock away?
No. I post a GIF of a dog barking at her, and eventually it's going to catch her attention.
Well, like you retweet it.
Yeah, and then I retweet it, and then I also DM her at least 7 or 8 times a day. She hasn't responded yet, but I think she will, and I'm really excited for that.
Well,
I've been talking to my boy.
I was just gonna say Casey's interested in Steve, so you might. Who knows? It's a funny.
And I've been talking to my boy Castellani, and he gave me some tips. So I just need to get Lucy's information, and I can send her some gifts.
Right. When you say tips, you don't mean like the kind of photos he's been sending to girls' DMs.
No, not like that. I meant
okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
I wasn't sure.
Again, though, it would be really easy to tell.
I've been on Reddit, so
if Castellani were to post his dick pic somewhere, it would be very easy to tell because he's got that Impetigo thing going on. where he's got the white spots.
Yeah, there's a famous British food. Do you know what it's called?
Spotted dick.
Correct. So I don't know.
This show is fucking horrendous. But yeah, Lucy is my.
How do you even? I forget. You've probably told me before, but how do you even know about what? Isn't she like Boston?
Well, I know about her from Kirk Minahan's show. To be honest with you,
okay.
I never listened to WEEI. I just don't get it locally here in Athens.
Right.
But I've been a KMS guy since back when Big Steve was making The Office and all that. So
I do love that she came up about it. It's like Paige Sporanic. Like she's just like, here's my tits.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
I respect that.
I think Lucy's a lot prettier than Paige Sporanic. I'm gonna say that.
I'll agree with that. I like brunettes.
Yeah.
Although,
well, I think she's loaded too, which should be nice. I could use that. So, I'm looking for a green card, Lucy. If you can help me out, let me know.
Same.
Who you got?
Well, it's funny I said brunettes, and yet I've picked a blonde.
Okay.
Lara Bingle. We're keeping it patriotic. I'm naming it only Australians. She was made famous when she was like 18. Doing our tourism Australia
Good Lord.
that I'm sure went around the world, where she's like standing there half naked.
That's that's one. How would you say she's a Sheila? Like that's one. Like I would say that's one handsome broad right there. What would you say?
I'd say that's a bloody good looking Sheila. But she was made famous because she was our spokesperson, I guess, of Tourism Australia, and the ad that went around the world was, "Come to Australia, where the bloody hell are ya?" So that was just trying to emphasize the Australian accent. I think it works well. She's got big old titties. I became a big fan of her because she got her own TV show when I was like 21, where it was just like it was a shitty reality TV show where it was just inside of her life. But my ex at the time, they love that kind of shit. And
did you ever watch the Jersey Shore?
Well, the point of what I was going to say is she was like naked all the time in that, and she's got big old titties, and I'm patriotic. She's a smoke, so
I'm a fan. I think I'm going to rank her second. I'm still going to go with Margot Robbie over her for my Australian women, but have you tried contacting her? That's really important when you think a girl on the internet is important, or a girl on the internet is attractive. You should contact her immediately.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. She shouldn't be able to open her phone without seeing some sort of a message or a notification from you.
I was going to say public or private?
Both.
Is it more confident if you do it publicly?
I think so. And also it kind of lets other people know that, she's yours and they should stay away. Yeah. All right. I would highly recommend that.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask you some, deep questions about your country because I'm fascinated in that. One thing I know about, and I used to watch like Seinfeld as a teenager.
Yeah.
They'd say like pass the cream and that. And I didn't realize that you guys like put like powdered milk in your coffee. What's the go with that? Why is that a thing? Do you all do that? Do you drink milk over there? Is milk a thing?
Yeah. Are
they cows?
A lot of the time the creamer is like just kind of sugar. Like it'll be like, I have this strawberry kiwi banana creamer that I love, or I've got this chocolate caramel mocha creamer that I love. I don't really get it. A lot of people when they drink coffee, especially women, to be honest with you, they like put so much stuff in it that it just becomes more of a dessert.
So that's what I was going to say. My takeaway is that you guys are just fat and it's just shit sweet.
Lots and lots of sugar. I don't drink coffee personally, but I do drink tea.
Never.
Nah, I just don't like it. If I do drink it, I'll drink it black. But it gives me heartburn really bad.
Ooh.
But so I drink tea. I drink either English or Irish breakfast tea, and I put a splash of milk in it. And people thought that was weird. So I think that's so. I don't know to answer that question for you, but yeah, it's just kind of like a desserty drink. It's kind of bullshit.
Okay. I guess it's been a topic on the show recently with John. JFK. Do you have any theories? Because again, I don't know any of this shit.
Combination between the mafia and the CIA.
Why?
Well, the mafia he pissed off because of his brother. His brother, the district attorney, RFK, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s father.
Sirhan.
I'm trying to remember who Sirhan Sirhan is. I know that name.
The one that killed him.
Is that the one who killed him?
Come on, man. What the fuck is this? You're like, I know my shit. No, I mean, you were talking about Robert.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think he pissed off the mafia. That was a big part of it. The New Orleans mob boss, I can't remember his name right now. He was his brother ended up extraditing. That's not the right word. Kicking him out of the country. The mob boss down in New Orleans, and he came back into the country. Yeah, he was an Italian citizen, still technically.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think the CIA did it.
I thought it had something to do with like civil rights or something.
I think John F. Kennedy was the last actual president the American people had. Everybody since then has been kind of bought and paid for by the major parties. This has turned into Conspiracy Channel, but
I like it. Yeah, that's where we're going.
Yeah, but John F. Kennedy was the last American president who actually served the American people. He was also, I think, he was also our first Catholic president, I believe. Which, honestly, like if you look at American history, the first Catholic president was a pretty big deal. A lot of anti-Catholicism in the United States. The United States was founded by Protestants.
Irish Catholic.
My favorite president, I'm going to go with probably. It's tough because if you choose certain people, you end up on like lists. You have to be kind of
be a man.
You got to be kind of proper. I really like Andrew Jackson, and that's a tough one to say. Andrew Jackson was very problematic, but he was a badass dude.
He was the one that got into a bunch of duels, right?
Yeah, he would kick the shit. He like beat a guy with a cane, I think, in the Senate or something. But he was also a very staunch states' rights guy. I kind of line up with. I didn't care for what he did with the whole Trail of Tears thing. That was kind of mean and nasty and not really the nicest thing to do.
What's this?
But Andrew Jackson, Trail of Tears. That was him.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why a lot of people don't like him today. But I liked Andrew Jackson.
And he was the first one impeached, right?
I actually don't know the answer to that.
I'm pretty sure. See, like I said, my history knowledge is fucking weird. Like I've read a couple of weird things.
The guy that came after Lincoln got impeached. Like I think that was Andrew Johnson. That's who you're thinking.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, John. He wasn't impeached. Thank you, John.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're thinking of Andrew Johnson. He was the president.
I don't fucking know. They sound the
during
same.
Reconstruction. He got impeached like I think a few times. Andrew Johnson. But that's fair. Andrew Jackson and Andrew Johnson. Like I don't know. I can't name a single prime minister of Australia. So only presidents to be impeached were Nixon and Trump. John, will you please do me a favor and look and see if Andrew Johnson was impeached?
That's not true, by the way. I'm pretty sure there was one in the 1800s. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Clinton got impeached too. Yeah, Clinton got impeached. So I don't know. So at least Nixon, Clinton, Trump, and I really think Andrew Johnson got impeached, but I don't know.
Okay.
You got any more? I'm liking the history talk.
Well, going back to those sort of old times, why did the Civil War start? And I only want fun answers. We're gonna keep this hilarious.
All right, so you're giving me like the hardest questions to answer.
Moving on.
They're gonna be like taking recordings of this and trying to ruin me. The Civil War had multiple causes, one of them being slavery, as we talk about. The number one issue, I think, was state rights versus the federal government. The federal government, the United States has always been a battle between the federal government and the actual state governments over control and power.
Right.
The federal government pretty much won the battle over the last 50, 60, 70 years, especially post 9/11. Now the federal government has all sorts of power that it never had before. But that's really what it all came down to.
I do appreciate your serious answer. I was just trying to bait you, though.
Yeah, I know what you were doing. But yes, so there were multiple causes. Slavery was one of the causes. I do want to point out that West Virginia, which seceded from the state of Virginia to join with the Union, which is actually technically illegal. But Lincoln was like, I'll allow it. So I guess if Virginia wanted to, they could probably take West Virginia to court and try to force them to merge back in. But they might not want to anyway, which I would understand. And honestly, I don't want to be in Virginia. West Virginia is we don't need Virginia.
So you're gonna right now put your hand up and say you're anti-slavery. Is that what you're saying?
I am against slavery. I'm anti-slavery.
Okay, right.
I'm anti-Hitler.
I wasn't sure.
I'm anti-genocide.
Okay.
I'm anti.
Here we go. We're getting deep now. Jesus Christ.
I'm anti. I'm against assault. I'm against being mean spirited. I think people should always be very kind.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You're talking about being in a shit mood. Now you give me this shit.
Ochello and I had a little fight a few weeks ago. He was talking shit about McFuss Daddy. If you guys want a little tea, but he kept calling McFuss Daddy a dumb Southerner and a dumb Confederate and stuff. Which I disagree.
I've heard that's true though.
I'm a big McFuss Daddy guy. Clifford the Big Red Dog, McFuss Daddy. I'll always think of them. But he started saying the same thing to me, and I was like, well, no, you dipshit. West Virginia, not part of the Confederacy, famously so. So,
wow,
yeah, that's a big part
Teach
there.
That young man a lesson.
Absolutely, it's probably John texting me being like, all right, you guys want to end this thing? Oh nope. Oh my, 49 minutes ago. Oh, okay. I did want to also make sure we don't forget to say farewell and remember well-read David Cullinane. He's one of our international Minifans. He's been a member of the organization for quite a while. He passed away in his native Haiti over the past week. He was consumed.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So
rest in power.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly actually the appropriate word to use for him. So we'll miss you.
They're going to do a vigil in Portland, by the way. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh, okay, that's exciting. I'm having a hard time getting an international flight to get there, but I would like to be there for well-read David Cullinane.
All right.
You got anything else you want to finish with? I think we're getting close to an hour here.
Nah.
All right, guys.
Save whatever's left over for next week.
Yep, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Fired some shots. It was boring as hell. We really didn't have a clear understanding of what we were going to do, which I kind of like. We got some incorrect information about the presidents that were impeached. I think there's enough fake news.
Andrew Jackson was impeached, apparently. I was thinking when they get kicked out.
Yeah. Like Clinton was technically impeached, but he didn't get removed from
removed from office. Yeah.
So I think that's all we got for you guys. We'll see you next episode if we do another one.
That's all. Wait. Bye.
Right,
Bye.
We love all of you.
Bye. See you. I hope you find your dad.